Ladies, and welcome for today's panel discussion. My name is Lakeisha Marie Galvez, and I am the chairman for today. It is a great pleasure both to participate in the panel with our guests and to welcome you to this event. Let me introduce to you to our guests for today. First, we have Ms. Malala Yousafzai, human rights advocate and Pakistani activist for female education. Next, we have Ms. Emma Watson, UN Ambassador for He for She. And lastly, we have Ms. Risa Hontiveros, Filipina socialist, activist, politician, journalist, and women rights advocate. So, as we all know, gender inequality has been a global issue and it still exists globally despite the substantial national and international measures that have been taken to achieve gender equality. Today, we have invited you to inform everyone more about gender equality and the concept of feminism. And throughout the discussion, they will identify the different aspects of gender equality and learn how to reduce the negative results of gender inequality. For the first question, do you believe that it is possible to achieve gender equality in all aspects, given the fact that gender roles and norms were instilled in our minds since time immemorial?
Well, I believe that it is impossible to achieve gender equality because from the question itself, it is already instilled and deeply rooted in their minds. And people now have these norms and beliefs about gender roles, and it will be really hard to achieve this and to advocate and impose it in their minds when it's already set.
Thank you, Ms. Malala. So for the second question, Ms. Emma Watson, what can you say about the notion that women who advocate feminism are haters of men and wants dominance over the male species?
First of all, being a feminist doesn't mean that you're anti-man or neither you're into male bashing, because it's about removing the system of oppression in our society. And being a feminist is about achieving the equal rights in all aspects for women, especially that they are oppressed of many things such as the workforce, the education, and for men also. It is also for gender equality is also for men, and of course feminism is for both sexes, for male and female, because both sexes experience gender inequality in our society. Like men, they are trapped in the notion of the society that they are actually trapped in their masculinity, and for women, they are oppressed to do things because of the society, that the notion of the society that they are actually weak, and men are more superior than them.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Emma. Next question is for Ms. Risa Hontiveros. Gender discrimination to women in the workplace is very rampant nowadays. What are your thoughts about this issue?
In accordance to this issue, in workplace, women are frequently subjected to subtle discrimination by both sexes, from being sexually harassed, violated, withholding of promotion because of their sexes. And it is not fair knowing that they're just doing their job, so it's a must to stop this discrimination.
Thank you, Ms. Risa. To give us more information about the topic and to answer the queries of the audience, we have another question for Ms. Malala Yousafzai. Do you think that the education system contributes in giving a particular mindset about the traditional female and male roles in the society?
Yes, the education system contributes a particular mindset in female and male roles in society. An example of this is in school, like the subject character education, wherein cleaning tasks should only be done by girls, while carrying heavy objects is for men. In this situation, we can see that schools education system are creating a great contribution to a child mindset about gender roles. The embeddedness of gender roles in education has created a great impact to a child. And this is how the perception of people of today against the roles of the sexes are created and manipulated.
Thank you, Ms. Malala. Okay, the next question is for Ms. Emma Watson. Gender roles are said to be the reason why the society works. These roles were the said reason why the society is balanced and stable. Do you think that it is right to disregard these gender roles to acquire equality for both sexes?
Don't think that we can disregard the gender roles for both sexes, basically because the society already imposed it and it has been for a long time already. And the only thing that we can do is not to settle for the usual. We should always be open for changes, and of course we should not we should not tell the sexes to just settle for this role and this role. We should be open and we should allow them to explore. We should allow them to do whether the women do the tasks of the men or the men do the roles of the women. It should be open for both sexes. They should all be free to do any roles that they think that they are capable to do.
Okay, the last question would be for Ms. Risa Hontiveros. Ms. Risa, in your own opinion, what help can gender equality give in the development of the society?
Gender equality will help develop the society by having equal opportunities for everyone without minding the patriarchal structure and notion of people against the standard of gender.
I'm very grateful to discuss all of this with you and really appreciate all your opinions and comments for this afternoon. I hope that this panel discussion will continue out into your community as well as to the other people. Thank you everyone, especially to the guests for being here today, Ms. Malala, Ms. Emma, Ms. Risa. Good afternoon.